Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Lex, and today we have a very special video because this one was selected by members of my channel. I ran a poll and they voted for the first actual permanent speed build for Xenia. If you missed it, I did design around the museum as a fun little gag with my fellow YouTube creators. But today we're actually going to do a build that's going to stay on the island. I'm very nervous, but also very excited. So let's get right into it. Also, if you want to become a member of my channel, the link is in the description, but no pressure. Let's go. Here I have put out some of the furniture that I think I might use for the build today. I won't use all of it, and I'll use some that aren't even out here because I didn't think I'd need them. So, you know, just to get an overview of what we're going to be building today. My first order of business today is just to clean up this area that I'm going to be building in. I wanted to make a space directly to the right of resident services. This is kind of a challenge for me because I always start out with the entrance, or at least I usually do, but this time we're going to start to the right and just see where it takes us. I do want to also challenge myself to only use the terracotta path on this island. Well, not only, but I want it to be the main path on the island. So you'll see me using it here. I have a love-hate relationship with it because it's so nostalgic. It was the path I loved most early in the game, and then I hated it for like 7 months. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to use it the most, and I'm going to mix it up by also using some in-game paths. I just want to go ahead and mention that throughout this week, I'm going to be updating the link in the description with all of the codes that I use on this island, so if you check the link now and not all of them are there, just wait, be patient, I'm doing it, I promise. I want to make sure I can credit all of the lovely creators as well. I'm gonna let you guys vibe for a little bit with the music, and I'll be right back. I just wanted to say I've been eyeing the bricks by this creator for what feels like forever, so I'm really glad that I'm finally finding a way to use them on one of my islands. I feel like they haven't really vibed with my previous themes, but since I don't have a theme here, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm finally gonna use this custom design that I've been eyeing for almost a year. Now that I'm kind of actually starting to set up this area, I did want to talk about what it is. My concept for this was basically I wanted to make a small cafe or like refreshment area, kind of like the cute themed ones you see in a lot of big airports, how they're right there to greet you. That's my idea. I'm like, oh, dream visitors, this will be like the first thing they see. And I found so many cute designs from this one creator. I'll make sure to put that in the link first, probably, since they're like essential to this build, but I thought that all of the like strawberry items were so cute and the apple stuff for the cart, so I'm so happy I found that. I was just scrolling through Pinterest and I was like, wow, what a blessing. I also, in this build, really wanted to be able to incorporate color because I've mentioned before that I feel like I avoid it a lot. Like, I tend to lean on very subdued tones, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna use a ton of red in this build. So that was my main goal, actually. Before I started, I was just gathering so many items that had cute little red hues. This build is also special because this is the first time I've ever attempted like a fake building. I wanted this cafe to have a cute little, I don't know, building facade, and I didn't even think about how I could get different color simple panels. So that's why the panels are copper and they don't match the design on the panel. I think it adds character, you know what I mean? Like it's cute, I think. I like it anyway, but I wanted to try my hand at this, so here I am creating a sort of fake mini building to the side. In front of this is where I'll put the seating area, so I just wanted it to be, you know, scenic, cute to look at. I also wanted symmetry to play into this build because I think it can be so aesthetic, especially after what I've seen QB Crossing do. I just think that symmetry is so cool sometimes, and I wanted to try my hand at it here. It doesn't end up being a big theme, but especially at the entrance to this cafe, like I've already started with the garden wagons, I do end up incorporating some symmetry to just make it more aesthetic, in my opinion. At this point, I realized that these cypress plants weren't the same color, the pot, so I ended up switching the lighter toned one out with one of the ones behind the fake building, because I figured it'd be less noticeable there, and if I ever feel like it, you know, maybe I'll replace it. Probably not. Probably not. That'll just be a little Easter egg that you know about because you watch my channel. You'll visit my dream address and you'll be like, oh my gosh, the mismatched cypress plants. Ah, what memories we're creating. This is one of the elements of symmetry that I was talking about earlier, the wood stool, the log stool I mean, with the carnations on top of it and slightly to the right on front of it. I wanted to create symmetry with that on either side, but it does take me a while to actually get the other log stool because I have to craft one. But yeah, just picture it for now. That's what it's gonna look like. Even after I had pretty much finished the main part of the cafe, I guess I'll call it, I still felt like it was missing something, so I made this little seating area over here, right, also by resident services, because I felt like it kind of made it feel like a more strewn out area. It was a larger restaurant, I guess, because it had multiple seating areas, and I thought it was cute having this little offshoot seating area, you know, not in the main part of the cafe. This section in front of the cafe that I keep working near and on, I wanted to make it into a courtyard, but I'm sure you've noticed there is a house right in the front, so it just wasn't possible for this build, but I do want to eventually make a courtyard there, and I figure it'll probably be one of my upcoming builds. I just want it to be a kind of centerpiece at the entrance, an aesthetic location nearby that's one of the first things you see. At this point in the build, I realized I was missing something, so one of my dear friends came to the rescue. It is Consul Kato, my queen. She came and brought me a ton of hedge fencing because I thought I had some. I really did, but I did not, and it was really crucial to the build for me, for the aesthetic. So thank you, Kato, for bringing the hedges. I immediately got to work with them. The hedge fences were another element of symmetry that I wanted to use in this build, and I realized that the two sides were uneven, which is why I couldn't do that. So I went ahead and fixed that. It was just that I needed more space on the right side, and luckily it was an easy fix because at this point I was getting a little bit tired. I really thought I wanted to move this flag, but spoiler alert, I end up moving it right back. Side note, isn't it precious? I decided to go ahead and connect this build to the beach because I figured there wasn't really anything to lose, and that would give it a for sure exit point so that this area wasn't blocked off from other spaces on the island. At this point, I'm putting finishing touches on everything before I let the trees all grow, and I think it's kind of interesting that plants ended up being just a final touch for this build, because they've always been so crucial to my builds in the past, you know, a huge part of the decor. So it was kind of cool, I guess, to see myself kind of branching out from my comfort zone and using majority furniture rather than leaning a lot on plants to fill space. Besties, I finished the build, and when I time traveled to grow the trees, ignore the fact that I changed all those custom designs by the way, but I had a campsite villager and it was Lobo. He is so cute. I was actually tempted to bring him to the island, but I think he's actually still in my campsite as I'm speaking right now, but I think I'm gonna let him go because I really want to get Teddy since I couldn't on the last island. Anyway, all of that said, let's go ahead and look at today's finished product. I'm really happy with this, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shocked that the terracotta path worked so well with these bricks. Also, I got this special outfit to celebrate the first forever build on Xenia. How cute is this little strawberry dress and matching hat? We are so blessed to have custom design creators. So yeah, that's today's build. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm so glad I decided to incorporate a lot of color. Over here, like I said, this will be one of my future builds, and we'll fill all of this space with something equally adorable. Thank you all so much for watching today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Remember to check the description for links to the custom design codes and their creators, as well as to join my channel, send me mail. All of that is down in the description. Here's Peaches to tell you all goodbye for now.
I love you guys so much, and I love this build because I love strawberries. I don't know why, but I love them, and this build was like all strawberries, so I freaked out when I saw the strawberries, and they're so cute. And I hope you like this build, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!